Is John Hunter. John Hunter, well, the first substitutes is on. And a nice take there from Bob Jackson. Jackson now charges in and takes a good tackle from Alan Barker to stop him. This time it's Tamati. Tamati charges in. Being pushed back by Clausen and Barker. Hodson this time. Sanderson looks for the gap. Makes good ground before he's brought down by Campbell and Bell. This time it goes on to Gregory. Gregory back to Dwayne. Dwayne straightens up. Brought down though by Clausen. Hodson hands it on to Gregory. Gregory to Jackson. Jackson once again straightens up, finds the gap, but just loses the ball as he tried to pass. And that is a knock on. And the
scores, Oldham 4, Wigan 8, Widnes 12, Castleford 6.
So, substitute John Hunter, who's replaced Trevor Langton at the half-time break, wins that ball, hands on it to Stedman. Stedman now to Barker. Barker knocks off Ford, still going, doesn't get past Paul Cullen. Clausen charges in. Featherstone still looking for their first points of the evening. Spur this time. John Hunter substitutes. First real run of the match. Makes good ground before he's brought down by Kevin Tamati. Goes right this time. Campbell once again. The kick coming in. And this time Mark Campbell with the kick for touch. Pegs Warrington back. Deep inside their own 25 once again. So an important scrum near the Warrington line for both teams to win. Gregory puts the ball in, it comes out on the first side. John Hunter, but he's caught by Gregory. Chance now then for Featherstone. Robert Spur will take it. And from the play the ball, has it on to Campbell. Campbell along past to Stedman. Stedman. And the ball goes loose in Roy Dwayne's got it. Roy Dwayne now over 25, finally brought down by Stedman. He gets up again. Dwayne still going. A good run there from Roy Dwayne, finally being brought down by Alan Banks. This time it goes on to Bishop. Bishop onto Tamati. Tamati brought down now by Keith Bell. Tony Hodson this time hands it on to Bishop. Bishop to Gregory. Gregory onto Roberts again, and Mark Roberts finds the gap again. He's got Meadows up with him, tries to push him off, and he's still going. Good run from Mark Roberts again, brought down by Nigel Barker. All made for the Gregory pass again. This time it's Bishop, hands it on to Sanderson. Sanderson dummies, goes back, hands it on to Bishop. Bishop goes left this time. A long pass out, Jackson. Jackson now cuts back inside, finally brought down by Clausen and Barker. Watching now pressing. Here he goes on to Gregory. Gregory goes left again, looks for the gap, he's going for the line again, he has it on to Roberts. Roberts goes for the corner, it's over. Nice try from Mark Roberts, nicely made by Andy Gregory. So Warrington get their third try of the evening. The try scored by Mark Roberts. Nicely made again by Andy Gregory. So Paul Bishop, a more difficult conversion attempt this time on this near touch line. So Paul Bishop, 3 goals so far. Comes up left footed, but to the left it goes. And that is Warrington 18, Featherstone Rovers 0. So Graham Stedman for Featherstone restarts. High kick. Gary Sanderson takes it safely. Runs forward. Brought down just inside his own 25. Tony Hodgson this time from the play of the ball. Hands it on to McGinty. McGinty. Another good run. Finally brought down by Stedman and Clausen. Goes right this time with Bob Jackson. Jackson. Oh, wild pass really. And Featherstone in possession. Chelsea now for Featherstone. Spur. Clausen. Nice tackle though by Gary Sanderson. Goes right again. John Hunter. Campbell. Campbell drops the ball. And that's a knock on and the scrum down just outside the Warrington 25. Gregory once again puts the ball in. And Warrington are penalised. A free kick going to Featherstone. So Graham Stedman, chance to set Featherstone up on the attack. Puts the ball safely into touch. Spur. Campbell, long pass on Hunter. Nicely taken. Kelly onto Banks. Banks caught by Paul Cullen. Gets the ball away though. But Featherstone lose considerable ground. This time it's Spur. Hands it on to Barker. Spur once again. Goes himself on the play of the ball. Looks for the gap. Just brought down though by Kevin Tamati. Goes right this time. Campbell. Campbell on the burst comes Clausen. Good tackling though from the Warrington players. And from the Clausen takes it himself. Nobody marking Neil Clausen. 6 tackle for Featherstone. Hunter, long pass out. Campbell, a wild pass out. Stedman, Banks takes it. Over on that far side, Banks. A chance now here. Good tackle though over on that far side on Brian Kellett. Tackle being made by Paul Ford. So Warrington in their own 25. Paul Cullen beats one man. Brought down though by Alan Banks. McGinty. Tamati. Clears his own 25 before he's held and pushed back. This time it's Bishop. Bishop onto Gregory. Gregory onto Roberts again. And once again the pass. And he's let Mark Roberts free. Roberts onto Sanderson. Sanderson onto Meadows. Meadows now. He's got plays in front of him. Cuts back inside. Finally caught by Brian Kellett. Once again Gregory's pass release Roberts. This time it's Dwayne. Dwayne. Nice tackle though from Kellett. 6 tackle for Warrington. Sanderson onto Gregory. Gregory to Bishop. Bishop with the kick. Paul Cullens goes for it. But the bounce favours Featherstone. The ball goes dead. And Featherstone will start from their own 25 with a tap. So Robert Spur on to Neil Clausen. Well tackled though by Gary Sanderson. Spur once more will take it. Hands it on this time to Bell. Bell brought down by his opposite number, Mark Roberts. Spur. Alan Barker though, well tackled. Goes left this time, Hunter onto Campbell. Campbell dummies, gets the ball away and Warrington in possession. Brave play there from Bob Jackson to go down on that loose ball. This time it goes right. Bishop looks for the gap. Nearly found it. Gets back up, still going. Finally bungled to the ground by Neil Kelly. Goes right this time. Cullen got back inside. Stopped on the Featherstone 25-yard line. Goes left this time. Bishop onto Gregory. Gregory looks for the gap once more. Gets the ball away to Hodgson. Hodgson still going. Finally brought down though. Midway inside the Featherstone 25. Goes right this time. McGinty looks for the gap. Nearly finds it. He's passed though. Does not get through. 6 tackle. Bishop with the kick across field. It's hanging awkwardly, but it's the Featherstone player and goes dead. And Featherstone will drop out from underneath their own posts. As Alan Barker got that ball away. for Featherstone. So Graham Steadman drops the ball out. Mark Roberts takes it for Warrington. Back inside the Featherstone 25 he goes. Gets it onto Hodson. Hodson to Sanderson. Sanderson now straightens up. Still going. Just caught by the leg. Still going. Finally brought down by Campbell. Warrington now pressing inside the Featherstone 25. It's onto Gregory. Gregory now goes on to McGinty. And McGinty hammered there. And loses the ball. And McGinty looks in some pain after that tackle. The Featherstone tried to bring the ball away. And the free kick given to Featherstone Rovers. And Graham Steadman with the kick. Makes a few yards. Spur will take it, hands it on to Keith Bell. Bell charges in. Makes it to his own 25-yard line. Swing and out now Featherstone, but Alan Barker slipping as he met Tony Hodson. Campbell once again, the kick comes in. But this time Paul Ford is there and takes it safely. So Paul Ford comes across field, cuts back inside. Brought down just short of the halfway line. Tony Hodson this side, from the play the ball, hands it out to Mark Foster. Mark Foster across field, cuts back inside. Just brought down by Graham Steadman. Bishop to McGinty. McGinty charges in once again. Another good run for Billy McGinty, finally brought down by Neil Kelly. Right this time with Gregory. Gregory onto Roberts. Roberts across field. But he's caught in possession. This time it's Tamati, juggles it and straight into the arms of Keith Bell. Spur this time. Barker. And it's Warrington now defending. A good run from Neil Kelly. Goes out right, well taken by Bell, straightens up. Once again goes right, Campbell, long pass out. That is taken by Banks. Heselwood, but he meets Ronnie Dwayne. And Paul Bishop. 6 tackles, Steadman. Steadman straightens up, the kick through. Steadman's got speed, kicks it on. And Paul Ford picks it up. The ball goes loose. And that's his knock on. And it's run down midway inside the Warrington 25. Warrington 18, Featherstone 0. Ball goes in, comes out on the Featherstone side, but John Hunter will have to do it all over again. He puts the ball in. Once again, the Featherstone have possession. Steadman. Long pass out to Barker. Barker now straightens up, faced by Paul Ford. Gets the ball out to Heselwood. Heselwood comes back inside. Nice break here from David. Heselwood still going. Way over. Warrington defence stays strong. Spur from the play the ball. Hands it on to Hunter. Long pass out. The ball still going from Featherstone. Finally Hunter pounced upon by Andy Gregory. Spur sends it out left. Kelly looks for the gap. Just caught by Tony Hodson. Goes right again. Campbell. Back to Spur. Spur going for the line. Drops the ball. Warrington back in possession. Tony Hodson dives on that ball gratefully. Sanderson gets away from one tackle. Hodson goes himself on the play the ball. Charges out. This time Andy Gregory will take it. Goes himself. Jackson. Once again Gregory will be acting halfback. Sends it on to Bishop. Bishop with the kick through. Nicely taken though by John Hunter. And John Hunter gets away from one tackle, still going. Being dragged back by Andy Gregory and Paul Cullen. First and then on the attack once more. Campbell, a long pass out. Steadman. Finally Banks This time it's on to Steve Quinn, and Steve Quinn's brought down. And Spur trying to play the ball, goes himself across field. Makes good ground before he's brought down by McGinty and Jackson. Clawson comes in on the burst. Featherstone pressing now on the Warrington line. Matt Campbell will take it. Goes himself on to play the ball. Held over the line, and he's over. And Featherstone scored their first points of the evening. The try scorer, Matt Campbell. And brings the scores back to Warrington 18, Featherstone Rovers 4. So, Graham Stedman setting that try up for Featherstone, and Steve Quinn puts the ball safely over. So the score, Warrington 18, Featherstone Rovers 6. So Paul Bishop restarts, kicks deep. Nicely taken. But hammered there, Nigel Barker. Ran into Billy McGinty. Kelly gets the ball away to Bell. Nice pass there, brought down though by Hudson. Spurt, Hunter, straightens up, jinking about. Finally stopped by Cullen and Dwayne. Dwayne has possession. And they're strummed out. So, Gregory to put the ball in. Gives the ball to his opposite number now, John Hunter. Referee Tickle once again talks to both front rows. And they meet once more. Hunter puts the ball in, comes out on the Featherstone side, hands it on to Stedman. Stedman cuts inside, he's got pace, he's away. Caught though by Gregory, gets away though, finally brought down by Paul Ford. Hunter once again, well taken there by Barker, nearly dropped that one. Spurs acting halfback, sends it left on to Kelly. Kelly back to Banks. Banks though, he's stopped by Sanderson. And Hunter drops the ball, goes backwards, retrieves it, caught by Mark Roberts. Spur once again, onto Campbell. Campbell once again with the kick. Mark Foster's there this time. Takes it nicely, comes away out his own 25 across field. Gets away from Bell, he's got space now, Mark Foster. Mark Foster's away, so he got back, of course, back inside again. Nice run there, Mark Foster, finally brought down by Hazelwood. And Clawson, good run from Foster, this time it goes on to Gregory. Gregory jigs one way, cuts inside, lost for the gap once again, Gregory's away. Caught, gets the ball back. Ronnie Dwayne gets away from one man, gets the ball away to Bishop. Bishop, crunching tackle on Paul Bishop by Graham Stedman. Hodgson though this time hands it on to McGinty. McGinty to Tamati, Tamati to Jackson. Jackson though caught by Brian Kellett. Tamati once again goes blindside, makes it inside the Featherstone 25, and the touch judge is on Mr. Greenhouse. And Mr. Greenhouse talks to Mr. Tickle. And Mr. Tickle is going to call over David Hazelwood. And David Hazelwood has a talking to from Mr. Tickle. And Warrington have the free kick. Not letting Kevin Tamati play the ball. And Paul Bishop now sets Warrington up on the attack. Andy Gregory will take the tap. Onto Hodgson. Hodgson dummies. Finally onto Mark Roberts. Mark Roberts charges through. Throws the ball back to Hodgson. Hodgson still going. Gets their way to Sanderson. Sanderson. Gregory has to take it. Finally cuts back inside. Looks for the gap. Has it onto Dwayne. Dwayne's now got space. He's going for the try line. Dwayne's still going. He's still going. Brought down just short of the Featherstone line. Great run there from Dwayne. Dwayne now pressing. Cullen shrugs one man off. Sanderson no caught by the Featherstone cover. Up quickly. Warrington now moving towards the Featherstone line. Tony Hodgson is acting half-back. Jackson charges in, but no way through. This time it's Tamati charges through, gets the ball away, and a try. A lovely pass from Tamati, and the ball taken by Mark Foster, and Mark Foster went over for the try. But a lovely pass there from Kevin Tamati making that try. And Tamati's pass had Mark Foster on hand to take it. And Mark Foster went over. And at the moment, Warrington to make a substitution. And Bob Jackson getting a good round of applause from the Warrington supporters as Paul Bishop kicks the goal. Jackson goes off and is replaced by Tommy Gittins.
Oldham 4, Wigan 16, Witness 12, Castleford 6.
So Warrington 24, Featherstone Rovers 6. Stedman restarts. Nicely taken by Gary Sanderson. Comes away with it. Makes it to his own 25-yard line before he's brought down. Tony Hodgson this time will take it. And offside against number 8, Neil Clausen. And Warrington have the free kick. Paul Bishop has the ball in his hands. And the kick is a good one from Bish. Good kick there from Paul Bishop. Was again pressing 24-6 they lead. Tony Hodgson prepares to take second part of the penalty. On to Gittins, first touch of the ball, charges in. Playing now inside the Featherstone Rovers 25. Hodgson hands it on to Tamati. Tamati again charges through. That gets the ball away to Hodgson, but the forward pass is given. But once again, Tamati charging runs, causing Featherstone lots of problems. Hunter puts the ball in, and a penalty given to Featherstone Rovers. Foot up in the scrum. So Graham Stedman, left-footed, puts the ball safely into touch. Spur takes it, hands it on to Keith Bell. Keith Bell charges through. 3 Warrington players though were there to bring him down. Spur once again. Barker. Robert Spur this time. Campbell, long pass out. Kelly gets the ball back to Barker. Nigel Barker onto John Bell. Spur this time onto Kelly. Kelly to Campbell. Campbell, long pass out. It goes behind Featherstone players. David Heselwood will go and have to pick this one up. Gets away from one tackle and another. Still going. Good run from Heselwood. Still gets up. Still good run from David Heselwood there. Finally having to be brought down from by Mark Roberts and Tommy Gittins. Campbell once again lines himself up for the kick. And a good kick once again from Campbell. Let's take some telling kicks deep inside the Warrington half this evening. And once again, another scrum down. Midway inside the Warrington 25. Gregory puts the ball in on the Warrington side. Gregory goes blindside, cuts back inside, gets away from one man. Finally brought down by Neil Kelly. Hodson this time, on to Sanderson. Gregory takes it this time, hands it on to McGinty. McGinty clears his 25, beats one man. And loses the ball to Keith Bell. Keith Bell straightens up. Caught by Gregory. Spur from the play the ball goes himself. Hunter onto Campbell. Kelly, long pass out. Stedman cuts back inside. Gets the ball back to Barker. Barker straightens up. Campbell once again. Barker, but he's pushed back. Spurs acting halfback, sends it right onto Kelly. Kelly with the kick. To the corner, it's a good kick. Meadows goes back. Doesn't judge it correctly. Paul Ford has to punch it away. So Warrington to drop out from underneath their own posts, leading by 24 points to 6. Paul Bishop take the drop out. High one. Kelly's underneath it, takes it safely. Takes play back inside the Warrington 25. Campbell to Bell. Bell meets Tony Hodson. Good run there from Clausen. Spur, Hunter, Campbell, long pass out, nicely taken by Stedman. Stedman gets the ball away to Banks, but Banks well tackled over on that far side. This time, kick comes through, but that is too hard. And Warrington have a tap from their own 25-yard line. Hodson with it, hands it on to Tamati. Tamati goes forward, makes a few yards before he's brought down. Hodson once again, on to Gregory. Gregory to Gittins. Gittins though, brought down. Hodson once more. Sanderson charges in. 3 Featherstone players meet him. Gregory. Ball goes backwards, retrieves the situation. Beats one man, still going. Gregory's away. Switches direction to Hodson. Hodson can't take the pass. So a knock on from Tony Hodson. Another good break though from Andy Gregory. Featherstone have possession once more with Hunter. Hunter goes for the gap, finds it, but caught by Dwayne. Kellett. Alan Barker. Stopped by Gregory. Being pushed back. Spur. Kelly, long pass out. Stedman. Stedman still going. Good run from the standoff. And the referee is going to call over Warrington player and has given the free kick to Featherstone and another extra 10 yards for a little bit of talk. So Graham Stedman puts the ball into touch. So Featherstone looking for another try. Spur takes it. Alan Barker comes on the burst, drops the ball, and Warrington in possession. And offside against Featherstone's number 8, Neil Clausen, gives Warrington another free kick. And Featherstone Rovers make their second substitution. Richard Marsh comes on. Neil Kelly comes off. So Paul Bishop takes the free kick. And it doesn't make touch, taken by Barker. Barker. Well tackled though by Mark Foster. Sent right this time. Campbell onto Bell. Hunter. Campbell, long pass back. Barker. Nigel Barker, the fullback, but no way through at the moment for Featherstone, losing a few yards. This time goes on to Campbell, lining himself up for the kick, hits a Warrington player, and Quinn takes it, and a knock on by Steve Quinn, and a scrum down.
Latest score at Weldon Road, Castleford 10, Witness 16.
So 10 minutes remain. Paul Bishop, a long pass out. Paul Cullen tries to round his man, but caught by Banks. 10 minutes remain as Ray Dwayne takes it. Trying to play the ball, goes himself, looks for the gap. Gets the ball back to Cullen. Cullen now, and his pass just knocked away by Kellett. The ball goes loose, Stedman has it. Marsh. This time it's Bell. Campbell once again, long pass out, nicely taken by Barker. Pass away to Banks. Banks caught, back to Alan Barker. Barker caught by Tom Gittins. Spur from the play, the ball goes himself, looks to the gap, up into the Warrington half of the field. Right again it goes from Featherstone. Hunter with the kick through. Paul Ford's going for it, and Hunter takes it nicely, caught by Bishop. And he gets up again. Sixth tackle for Featherstone. Richard Marsh to Campbell. Campbell with the kick. It's a high one. Gregory's underneath it and takes it well. Nicely taken there from Andy Gregory in the fullback position. So Bishop drops out. Nigel Barker. This time it's Campbell. Makes play inside the Warrington 25. Plays it to himself. There's a few more yards before he's brought down. Drops the ball. And a scrum down. So Gregory to put the ball in. Gregory has it, onto Paul Ford, Ford to Bishop. Bishop caught though by Richard Marsh. Gregory once again, dummies, looks for the gap again and finds it. Gets the ball away to Tamati, Tamati onto Sanderson. Sanderson straightens up, still going. Gets the ball away to Foster, Foster's away, cuts back inside, still going. Gets the ball back, valleys onto Paul Ford cuts back inside. Good play there for Warrington. From inside their own 25, takes it midway inside the first and half. This time it's Gittins. Gittins, long pass out, well taken by Gregory. Gets the ball back to Meadows. Meadows looks for the gap. This time it's Gittins, and his pass is intercepted by Stedman. And Gittins capitalises on his mistake by tackling Stedman. Clausen. Goes right this time, Campbell. Bell. Campbell once again with the kick. Charged down by McGinty. Marsh and Spur getting each other's way. Marsh finally brought down by Kevin Tamati. Well, that's a clean slate, 6 more tackles. Marsh taps it to himself, kick through. McGinty chases back, goes down bravely. And McGinty in possession for Warrington. And he's injured. And Paul Bishop. Looks like the back injury that kept him out of the match. At Widnes. And he's replaced by Jackson.
Man of the match award chosen by Mr. Len Smith of RTZ Metal North Limited. A shared decision, Andy Gregory and Gary Sanderson.
So the man of the match shared this evening between the scrum half Andy Gregory and second row man Gary Sanderson. McGinty then, after treatment, prepares to play the ball. Gregory waits for it, takes it, hands it on to Hodson. Hodson. Gregory once more, fun to play the ball, goes himself, cuts back inside, hands it on to Hodson once more. Hodson, and a nice pass there on to Sanderson. Still. Going left this time, Cullen onto Roberts. Roberts finds the gap once again. Couldn't get them all the way to Dwayne. Cullen onto Gregory. Gregory once again. Sanderson finds the gap again. The two men of the match. Goodbye onto Gittins. Gittins is going under. Tommy Gittins, the substitute, scores again. Tom Gittins scores, but it was the two men of the match who made it. Gregory's pass on to Sanderson. Sanderson found the gap and Gittins was up in support to go over. And Gittins scored one of the posts. So Paul Ford taking over the kicking responsibilities from Paul Bishop. And Paul Ford, right-footed, slips as he took it, but it goes safely between the posts. Makes the score Warrington 30 points, Featherstone Rovers 6. 2 minutes remain. And Warrington look sure of taking the 2 points in the final game of the 1985-86 season in the First Division. Still the Premiership playoffs to come. But it's the last game until next season. So Tony Hudson takes it onto Gregory. Gregory passes on to Gittins. Gittins just can't as he looked for the gap. Hodson onto Gregory. Gregory now looking for the gap once more. Sends it on to Hodson. Hodson to Meadows. Meadows. This time it's Tamati charging forward. Knocks off one man. Back to Hodson. Hodson could take it. And Featherstone in possession with Clausen. So into the final minute we go as Alan Barker charges forward. Goes left this time. Hunter Bell, nicely taken by Heselwood, but he's caught on the halfway line. Stedman will take it. Goes himself on the play the ball. Dots for the gap. Caught though by Jackson. Campbell once again with the kick. And this time it goes into touch once more. And sends play deep inside the Warrington 25 once more. Moving now into injury time of the match. Warrington leading by 30 points to 6. So Gregory puts the ball in. Featherstone in possession. Chance now. Stedman onto Barker. Barker long pass out. Nicely taken by Marsh, but Marsh is well caught. But Featherstone now looking for a late consolation try. Nigel Barker's acting halfback. Gets the ball away to John Hunter. Hunter straightens up. Looks for the gap. Held out. Couple of yards from the Warrington try line. Robert Spur sends it left. Campbell, nice slip past to Clausen. Clausen though just held. And there goes the final hooter. The hooter which draws to an end the season 1985-86 in the Slalom First Division Championship, in which Warrington end with a comfortable victory against Featherstone Rovers by 30 points to 6. Tries coming in from Mark Foster, Paul Bishop, Gary Sanderson, Mark Robertson, Tommy Gittins. There was 4 goals from Paul Bishop. Paul Ford kicked 1. For Featherstone Rovers, there was a try from Mark Campbell, converted by Steve Quinn. So as the teams leave the field, perhaps for the last time at Wetherspool this season, it's Warrington who get a good round of applause from their fans.